Pull up this loop here and you have your slip knot all ready to go. So this first part of this video will be the basic beanie, and then we will add the rest of the attachments. So we're going to start out with 4 chains. And we're going to join to the first chain right here to make a into a slip knot. So just slide that in there, pull your yarn over, and pull that through the first one and the second one, and then yarn over. This counts as your first double crochet. So right here in the middle where we made this hole, we are going to yarn over and go into this hole, pull up the loop, go through 2 and 2. We're going to go around and do 12 of these. There's 3. Just tuck your tail right alongside your work here as you're going along, then you don't have to worry about sewing in that tail later. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Sometimes you have to push this over a little bit just to get that 12th one in, and 12. Now you're going to skip past your chain 2 and go to the top of the stitch, which is right here, and insert your hook into that, making sure to pick up both pieces of that stitch, yarn over and do a slip stitch and pull that through. And it's kind of curving, just stretch it out. You're not going to hurt it at all. It won't distort it or anything like that. Now we're going to chain 2, and we're going to go into the same stitch. And now we're going to do 2 double crochets in each stitch around, making sure to pick up both stitches. I find it easier to kind of put my finger, my thumb, right on that stitch just to kind of hold it, to keep it a nice even consistency in my crocheting throughout the project. Let me try to show you one without holding my thumb there. So just spinning it in, turning. You can make this beanie any size that you would like, all the way from baby all the way to adult. This one's going to be an adult beanie. All you need to do is keep adding on your increasing rows to where the hat will fit on the crown of your head when you put your hands at the side of your head and it touches your finger. So we did a double crochet in each stitch all the way around, and we're going to go to the top of that stitch, skipping the 2 chains here, and slip stitch that. Pull that a little bit snug, chain 2, we're on to our next row. What I mean about measuring so it would fit any person that you're making this for, how you can adjust it. Let's just say that this is your head, and you put it on top, and when you have your fingers on the sides and it touches your fingers, you know that that is wide enough to fit that person's head. So if this was our head, this would still need to go wider to be able to go down to the sides. Because when you do your one double crochet in each stitch, it will make the hat, the beanie, come down on the sides. So we still need to keep doing an increasing row. Now we did 2 in each one there, and we're going to go ahead and go into the same stitch again here. We always do that on every round that we start. And now this time we're going to do, so this is an increase. When you do 2 in the same stitch, that's considered an increase. So now we're going to do 1 in the next one, and an increase in the next. And 1 in the next, and an increase. This is stretching our hat, making it wider, so it will fit the top of our head. So go ahead and do that all the way around. Doing 1 and an increase. I did want to show you when you insert your hook, you'll see the top of the stitch here, and then you'll see another piece going across the bottom right there. You're going to want to go in between that. You don't want to go underneath. You want to go right in between that. So when you did that stitch, it's still holding together right there. If you went underneath of it, it just wouldn't look consistent. See where I was. That's an increase, that's a single. So this is an increase. And a single. Keep doing that all the way around. This hat gets really wide pretty quick. I love this color green, it's so much fun. It's a quick, fun project that you can easily complete in a couple hours. Nice, quick, easy, fun gift. So that was 1, and then we're going to do an increase here. Now we're not going to want to go into this stitch right here because it's attached to the chain 2. Because see how that has a curve on it? So when we put our hook in the top, skipping those 2 chain 2s, picking up both those stitches and bringing that over, that just snugs right into there. And that's why if you did a stitch there, it would make it bulge. So we don't want that. So we're going to do our 2, chain up 2, go into the same stitch. This is not wide enough. So just go ahead and pull that out a little bit, and you can see it's kind of curving. That's good, but that's what we want it to do. So we're going to have to keep going again. So this time we did an increase stitch there. So we're going to do 1, single 1, another single 1, and increase again. So 1, 1, increase. Just try to keep your tension in your yarn the same. I just wrap it around my one finger here. A lot of people do it around this way too, but you really don't need to if you can keep the same consistency and keep the same consistency in how much yarn and play you have on the hook. If it's loose like this, you're going to have a loose stitch. So I just put my hand around like this, and then it's draped on my fingers here, and keep the same consistency. Practice will help you do that. Just keep practicing. You can make a whole bunch of different